am I? Your fire, your one. Is this real life? A year. Yes, I know.
Is this just fantasy?
Oh, wait.
Caught in a landslide?
That way.
All right, thank you to Connor Holden for that. Kind of missed the majority of the performance. Time was turned down, but caught the end of it. And, it's a lot better than this intro. We'll roll with it. Round 10 of the Highline Racing League Culture Designs Truck Series, and the championship finale for the second season of competition. 7 laps at Auto Club to decide the final winner and the overall champion. Season 2 here in the Highline Racing League Truck Series. I am your producer and commentator, River Page, and as we watch Dylan Bodie wrap around, making, I believe, his 3rd or 4th start this year, for a strong 26 machine, he comes around 1 and 2 here at Auto Club, a flat-out racetrack with this here NASCAR Truck Series machine. We'll ride him with him here as he sets up for lap number 2. Unless this is his first lap, but I think it is his first lap. Alright, who knows? As everyone comes across the line, Nicholas Pressey to the top of the charts right now. Earlier on in the session in the chat, he said that he could hope that he could finally bring one home on the top step. He's got a lot of pace here. He was first in practice. Looks to complete the triple crown here, the sweep of all 3 sessions. I don't know what you call it. Oh, golden here. Oh, much better. Got cold Washingtonian air blowing on me through the fan in the window. But Nicholas Presley takes the pole, and by a pretty solid margin, half a tenth of a second over Lucas Lodato, trying to close out the season strong after having kind of a pretty lackluster last couple of races, knocked him out of the championship contention essentially. I actually think it is out. I'm not sure. Championship is on lock, but we'll have to see. Have to see if I. Here we go. So Terry has the points lead by 46 points over Poteet. I think he has it on lock. I don't know how the scoring is in this league. I think Terry has it on lock. Actually, because I don't know if Poteet. Oh, there he is. Chris Poteet does not look like he's going to set a lap. Dylan Bodie on the racetrack right now. He went to P10 and 14 trucks have set a lap. Poteet, Holmes, Sidnor did not. Adam Bossy and Kunman, the Valiant choose cones for today, I believe. Yeah, both of them in the Formula V. So we'll wait for qualifying to wrap up. We'll get this race underway. 17 trucks to the field today. So you can bring it home. The points battle is on for second. 340 points for Poteet, 339 for Sidnor, and 338 for Lodato. So there's still bragging rights to be raced for there, but none compare to Terry Brooks winning 1/3 of the races this season. Poteet's 2 wins, Lodato's 2 wins, and Dylan Clark's 1 win. Barely sum up to Terry's there, but been in a world of his own. Yeah, the second half of this season, and he's pulled a 46-second gap. Oh, all right. Looks like we're starting to grid, and also I don't know if you can hear that here. I'm gonna make my chair make it. Oh, so it's not being that loud right now. Okay, well, if my chair is picking up sound, it's not me. Even sound like an extremely sped up fart. Not a fart. But yeah, so it looks like Pressy will take the pole, and so he is gonna go for the I don't know what you call it, the sweep, but he could have a pretty good chance of it here. He's clearly got the pace to beat. See if anyone can hang with him. Lucas Lodato, right there alongside him, and Nicholas Pressy on the pole for the final race of the year, alongside Lucas Lodato, just 2 points off of second in the standings, but not really a shot at the win. Ty Smith will start third alongside Terry Brooks in fourth, your championship leader. Connor Holden will start fifth, and Justin Gibbs alongside him in sixth. Ryan Hines, Tyler Rush, row 4, 7th, and 8th. Michael Deitch and Dylan Bodie, pretty good qualifying respectively. Then we'll go 9th and 10th. Ryan Potter, Coney Bussard, 11th and 12th. 13th and 14th, Matt Muir and Matthew Leedy. Starting in 15th, Adam Bossy, who will, of course, not be racing. So the 16th spot will go to Poti. 15th spot will go to Sidnor if they let him fill that inside in. Oh, it looks like, okay, so Halm will get 15th. Sidnor will start at the back of the field. Looks like he did not set a qualifying time. That'll do it. Garrett Sidnor was so close to winning this race last year. En route to his first championship, the inaugural season championship. That 50 machine, he's trying to bring it home in second off the top step from the 23, of course. This man right here, Terry Brooks, has had a phenomenal year at the second half, especially 2 wins. And it's been a pretty spectacular run for this machine right here, Terry Brooks, trying to bring it home. One last time to lock down that championship. Now I gotta make sure that everything's working white or right, because I mean, the internet really was not having a good time yesterday, or not yesterday, last week. But it looks like we're good now, so nothing to be worried about. Oh. And as the field comes off of 3 and 4, Nicholas Pressy and Lucas Lodato will lead the pack to green for the last race start of the season. The Chevy Silverado pace truck will make a say evenly strong left turn in the pit road, not a hard turn on the pit road. And as the field comes to the end of the Geico restart zone, green flag is out for the final race of the season in the Highline Racing League Truck Series. Nicholas Pressy looking for the drive off of turn 4 to complete lap number 1 out in front, but the 7 of Lodato looks to his inside. Across the stripe this time, the 94 has it, but Lucas Lodato steals the lead into 1 and 2. He'll get clear of the 94 as they come into the corner. There's the championship leader right behind him. Terry Brooks comes through into the picture looking for his 4th win of the year. To cap off a remarkable season, as it looks like that is Connor Holden down on the bottom, getting pretty loose off of 2. Here comes the 94 peek into the inside, thinks better of it as they come into 3 and score the 7, looking to run that top side, but he runs down on the seam on the middle, staying as high as he can without lifting. And it looks like we got some smoke in the back, but everyone stays clean. Matt Muir losing a spot to Poteet, who is trying to come through the field here in the 31. 50 of Sidnor hot on his tracks. Coming through the field, we saw the 18 of Ty Smith get pretty loose in 1 and 2 on the initial start. The 81 was loose with them now. As they come through 1 and 2, the 81 is going to pull even with Terry Brooks for third. The 94 Presley second. Up in front is Lodato. Off of turn 4 this time. Here comes Holden looking to the bottom. 3 wide for second. The 7 has all the lanes covered. And he'll cross the stripe to lead lap number 3 this time into 1 and 2. They'll be 3 wide for second. The 31, the 81 on the bottom. The 23 in the middle. Pressing on the top. I think those top two will prevail over Holden trying to run the bottom. He's not going to get up inside draft him. He'll try and slot into line in front of Ryan Hines. Jumps up in line in front of him. He'll get clear. That'll check up everyone on the top. And the top 3 will be left to pull a bit of a gap as they come into 3 and 4. Cressy looking to the outside, trying to get the run off the corner on Lodato. Brooks looking on in third, still side by side for fourth, side by side for sixth, side by side at the back of the tail, the back of the top 10. As here comes the 94 to the outside. Cressy looking for the lead, back into 1 and 2. Oh, when he gets into the wall. Cressy got into the wall, coming into the corner. We'll take a quick look at it here. Looks to me like he just got in too hot. Gets into the safer barrier and gets stuck to it. And so that loses the 10 a lot of positions all the way back outside of the top 10. Good to bad really quickly for that machine, but the 7 will take the lead over Terry Brooks. Ryan Hines and Connor Holden side by side behind them. Wow, what a voice crack. Side by side behind them for the third spot, or side by side behind them with Gibbs and Smith through 1 and 2. Michael Deitch up there racing for a spot in the top 5. He rides in 7th, his last part-time deal, and starting next season, this machine, the 46, will run full-time in the Highline Racing League Truck Series. Looking for one of his best runs on the year. Of course, he finished third at Talladega, but under some interesting circumstances when we finished under caution. Wanted to race for the win. He told me after the race in the interviews there, he thought he had a chance to win, but he couldn't race it out, of course, with that caution coming out. Going through the field, here's Garrett Sidnor. Guys, of course, racing for that second spot in the championship. Sidnor, the 31, right in front of him, Poteet, and the 7 of Lodato. Lodato, of course, has the spot right now over Poteet and Sidnor, but these two both very good at this track, respectively. Of course, the 50 almost won it last year, but was beat out by the fuel save strategy. 93 of Justin Gibbs drops back through the middle lane. He's going to get shuffled past the 31, the 94, right there with him. Nicholas Presley still in 10th. Hasn't made or lost up any spots since that little incident. Dotto and Brooks out in front right now. No competition. Smooth sailing for these two. To come back through 3 and 4, Sidnor moves up to 9th, Poteet in 7th, and if I can click the right thing this time. There we go. As the drivers come across the stripe here for lap 9, we'd like to thank our broadcasting associate and Tango Paints for the best custom iRacing paint schemes and liveries on the platform. Contact Tallow and on Twitter using the tag Tango Paints. Top-notch schemes provided at a starting price of just $50 that will up your game and represent your racing identity. This is your Tango Paints Lap 09, presented live on FTN at Auto Club here. Off the turn 4, a 23 looking to the inside. Oh, I don't think he meant to look to the inside, but he's going to get real loose coming to the stripe. Ryan Hines looking for a move here on the race leaders. for another solid finish to close out the year for him as well. Hines has been on the podium, I believe, the last 2 or 3 races. He sits 5th in the standings, but I think a little too far off to fight for that 2nd place in the points unless those guys have some pretty terrible races. But a 5th place points finish, I'm sure, would not be anything to complain about for Ryan Hines. No real competition until Potter, 14 points off of him. Matthew Rodriguez will be 7th in points. He'll be 16 points off of Hines entering this race, but of course we don't know how it will shape out as they exit the race, because they come down into 1 and 2. The 7th still in the lead. Here comes Hines. Hines looking to the bottom on the 23. Can't make a move. They're 3 wide for 4th. Look at the 81 of Holden. Gets up and fights with them a little bit. He's going to get clear of those guys. Dylan Poteet up into 5th, switching lanes. That's the 46 of Deitch down to the inside. Cressy up into 6th, and the 50 of Sidnor in the back of this pack, not on the good end of the stick. They come off of 3 and 4. 1 car up in the wall. That would be Gibbs, I believe. Yeah, that's Justin Gibbs. They're looking 4 wide with Tyler Rush. Ty Smith in the middle. They are 4 wide. Through 1 and 2, trying to keep it clean. Smith washing up. Oh, that could get tight. Now they're 4 wide for good. The 5 on the bottom. Leedy comes up. Oh, and Leedy turns himself off the nose of the 99, and the caution flag will fly for the first time today. Matthew Leedy. Spins off the nose of the 99. Take a look at what happened. Here's the 5. Oh, that was not what I meant to click. Oh, brother. I don't understand why. Okay, here we go. Alright, stay here. Now here's the 5. You see the 18 of Ty Smith, and that bright green Interstate Batteries machine washes up, and I don't think Matthew thought they were 4 wide. Ty comes down. Kind of forces Ryan to stay down there, gave as much room as he could, but Leedy just came up, was not expecting to get 4 wide. Of course, I don't even think the iRacing spotter can tell you 4 wide. So right here, he's assuming he's going to get into that 99's line. But instead, Ty comes down a little bit. Potter has nowhere to go. And Leedy comes straight up into him. Just a racing deal. No fault of either of those guys. Well, fault put on both of them. That'll drop Matthew Leedy to the tail end of the field. I think we'll see our first round of pit stops here. As the 7 will come down pit road, he'll lead the rest of the field on with him. Oh, no, he won't. Ryan Hines stays committed. He'll take Poteet with him. Pressey will go with him. Ty Smith down on the pit road, and Matt Muir will go as well. The rest of the field does not trust this move. They will stay out on these 12 or 13 lap old tires and try and stick it out until the first green flag pit stops. And so this time by, I believe the field will get the 1 green. Let's see when the choose that. Like Alan Cunman will be piloting the choose cone this time by, and so we'll see how it goes. Here they come. The Geico restart zone and 2 conmen out on the track. I believe Lodato will choose bottom, or he could choose top as well. Looks like there he goes. The inside, Terry will go top. Holden goes with him. Michael Deitch goes to the top as well. That leaves the bottom open for Sidnor, who will go all the way up to 3rd. Gibbs goes to the top. He'll start 8th. Tyler Rush up into the 5th spot. Into 10th will be Potter. Dylan Bodie behind him in 12th. Bussard as well, all the way up into 7th will be Holm. This time by, we'll get the green flag, the first restart of the night. 15 laps will be in the books this time by. The 7 of Lodato in the lead. Conman comes flying by the pack off of turn 4. Right up to the back end of the pack, actually. And we'll see the first restart of the night. Pace car comes off of turn 4 into pit road. Lucas Lodato will get into the Geico restart zone. Green flag back out in the air for the 2nd time tonight. Lodato with a good jump pulls clear of Brooks by about a car length. 50 will race down to the 1 and 2 with Michael Deitch alongside him. The 1 and 2, the 50 will see 50 will try and get to 2nd. Can't quite get clear of the 23 of Brooks. Now the 46 of Deitch will work with him. The 99 of Potter all over the back bumper. The 50 into 3 and 4. The 7 has the lead. Now Sidnor puts it under fire. Looking to the outside goes the 23 of Brooks. 3 wide for the lead. Off of 4. Brooks with no help at all here. Here comes Justin Gibbs to help him. Now the 7 will get help in the 99 of Potter. The 50 of Sidnor will lose all his help in a 1 and 2. Right on that inside line. 50 should give plenty of room for the race leaders. He'll fall back off of this group, off of this bottom line, and probably the 5th or 6th as they come off of the corner. No momentum from that bottom. Digging the outside will be the 23 of Brooks, and taking the race lead will be the 23 of Brooks. Sailing off into 3 and 4, Terry Brooks to the lead. The 7 of Lodato trying to hang with him. Now the 46 of Deitch will run that top and hold him from getting up clear. Brooks right against the outside wall. Not good for his right front tire, but good for pace right now. Come back off of the corner. 17 laps in the books here. Gary Brooks continues to lead. Back to the middle this time. Won't quite get up to the top. Comes off of the corner. He'll have the lead a little bit further. Into 1 and 2, the 7 of Lodato looks back down to the bottom. Trying to make that inside work. He's doing a pretty good job of it right now. He's going to tuck back up into the draft, so he'll be able to save that right front tire and hang with the race leader because he's getting back into the draft. Off of the corners, the 99 of Potter looking in on that 2nd spot on the outside. The 99 Jim's breakfast machine. Potter on the back end of Lodato trying to squeeze up to the outside. He has to get way out of the gas. He might get the wall. He does get into the wall. Here comes Sidnor trying to pounce on that. Sidnor goes to the inside on board with Deitch, watching that battle unfold. Garrett Sidnor will take the spot. Up into third, right behind the 7 of Lodato. Now the 50 will tie Lodato for the spot if they finish this way. The tiebreaker, I believe, will go to Lodato for most wins. I think, well, I don't know if it's 1 point per position, so don't take my word on that, as Terry Brooks will jump back down to the bottom now, trying to conserve that right front tire. As the guys on fresh rubber, Ryan Hines and Matt Muir cutting through the field. You see Hines there in the middle of that Mobil 1 machine. In the 50, here comes the 99. Lodato dropping back to not have a good corner. Oh, what the hell is going on? Lodato just got super loose. He's going to fall all the way out into the front pack. I don't know what would cause him to just get loose like that. I think the 50 might have just pushed him into the corner. Oh, so he gets into the wall. Tried to drive it in deep to get clear of the 50. Didn't make Sidnor mad, and so Sidnor just ships him into 3 and 4, making a statement on what might be his final full-time race here in the Highline Racing League. He takes Lodato out of the battle for the lead right now. Here's Lodato. Here's the 23 of Brooks, the race leader. Nicholas Cressy back up to the front on fresh tires. Cressy making it look easy with the 15-lap fresher rubber. And he'll go to the top spot. Potter and Brooks will go side by side for second. Sidnor into fourth. Muir and Hines fifth and sixth, both on fresh tires. Matt Muir looking for his best finish of the season. I think this would be it right here, racing for a top 5. The 99 making that inside work. Here comes the 70. Look at all that center corner speed as Cressy and Muir about to gap the field. It looks like Muir's going to get up to the front second. Of course, Cressy already up in front, pulling a gap on Ryan Potter, Terry Brooks, and Garrett Sidnor. As it comes off of turn 2, the 94 will have an 0.8 of a second lead, make it 0.9. As Muir will lose some momentum running the bottom, the 94 breaking the draft down the straightaway. As they come off a turn 4 to complete lap number 24, Nicholas Cressy, Matt Muir, Ryan Potter, Terry Brooks, and Garrett Sidnor are your top 5 here from the Southern California Valley.
This message is brought to you by the rebrand of Throttle Graphics and Designs. This publication may not be reposted without the authorized written consent of Throttle Graphics and Designs. NASCAR Camping World Ford F-150. NASCAR Xfinity Ford Mustang. NASCAR Cup Series Next-Gen Ford Mustang. Arca Menards. This has been the publication of the redesign and rebranding of Throttle Graphics and Designs. This message may not be reposted, republicated, or rebroadcasted without the authorized written consent of Throttle Graphics and Designs. Thank you, and thanks for your time.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Going back to you live on FTN, 30 laps in the books here from Auto Club. Garrett Sidnor in a fight of his life against Ryan Hines on fresh tires, trying to cut through the field and follow Muir and Pressey's footsteps. They have pulled 3, almost 4 seconds on Sidnor here. The battle for third rages on the 25, used up his stuff a little too much getting through the field, and he's hung up on the 50 now, who's running defensive on the outside. The battle for the lead is getting a little more intense as Matt Muir tries to pull up to the back of Pressey. Never won a race before. I don't think he's finished in the top 3 all year. The 70 machine looking for his best career finish here in the Truck Series. The date as he looks down to the inside on Nicholas Pressey, but he won't quite get the drive off the corner to get him this time. Pressey around the outside, down the tri-oval straight finish line, front stretch, whatever you want to call it, into 1 and 2. The 70 looks to the bottom again, running a little bit lower, but making it work. As if you want an update on that second place right now it belongs to Sidnor in the points. Lodato has fallen back, or fell back to the 9th, to 10th, and then got 1 spot back. And right now, Dylan Poteet is all the way back in 13th. After pitting on that caution, definitely something wrong. The 31 just not having the luck that he needs right now. No damage on that machine, but he's dropped way back. Outside the top 10, outside the top 12 even, to P13 right now, and so that would put him 4th in the point standings as opposed to 2nd. If he could just outrun those two guys he's racing for here, they come through 1 and 2 again. This battle for the lead shaping up to be a good one between Muir and Pressey. Pressey's been on the top most of this run. Matt Muir down on the bottom, surely conserving a little bit more right front tire. This time he gets even with him. Checks up. Got out of the gas. I don't think he needed to. I think Muir just wants to ride in line right now. Ryan Hines gets around Garrett Sidnor. These guys are still racing for 3rd. Here comes the 99 of Potter as well with them. Terry Brooks back in 6th. And the 50 is wall riding almost in 1 and 2. It looks like it might actually have been on the wall, but it didn't lose him any time. They come off of turn 2, halfway through this time by, and Sidnor will still hang on to that spot over the 25 behind the 99 of Potter. It's all these two out front. On this alternate strategy, making it look easy versus Hines and the rest of the guys that pit with them. Matthew Leedy in 9th. Poteet back in 13th on that strategy. As you see the gap right there between these guys, Michael Deitch just came out of pit road. Like a strategy call for him, maybe. Green flag pit stop's about to go on, get underway for Deitch. He comes out 1 lap down. Here comes Dylan Bodie. He's coming down to pit road 1 lap down. 12 Bussard with him. Ty Smith on pit road, and this is where the whole field will come down. Poteet with Rush. They will both exit. Okay, there goes Connor Holden. He'll put these guys a lap down. Tyler Rush lapped all the way back to where he pitted from, P12. Here comes Michael Deitch. Michael Deitch will take a spot away from him. We'll see who pits in these up-and-coming laps. Players will stay out this time. Hines, I expect to see him and Sidnor come in. Here comes the 50. Money stop for Sidnor. He gets in perfectly. On the money for the 50 machine. If anyone comes down with him, here's Justin Gibbs, the Wieners machine of Connor Holden, in as well. Here's Michael Deitch, the first car that came down on the pit road. I want to see where he cycles out, as he's unlapped himself up to Lucas Lodato in 7th. Trying to get by that 7 machine. Gives him plenty of room into 3 and 4. Leedy comes down in front of him, and now as the race leaders exit pit road, or the close to race leaders exit pit road, we'll see where they end up. Here is Connor Holden, Justin Gibbs exiting their box. They're racing Michael Deitch for position, and there goes Deitch, absolutely blowing past him. Deitch on 2-lap-old tires right now. Might have been the strategy play of the race for the 46, because he does not have that much wear in his right front. He's got some good pace right now. Tyler Rush right behind him. Sidnor right there, the 5 of Leedy on the lead lap in 4th. Lodato on pit road right here. Matt Muir and Pressey stay out again. They will go by the 7. Harry Brooks off the pit road. He will chase Ryan Potter, it looks like. The Potter and the 23 will come off a pit road. Here comes the 5. Oh, trouble. He did not just come out of pit road. He hit the wall. He got it pretty good, too, and it looks like he just gave up. So there he gets into the wall. Drives it down under the apron, and I think he just... And he got into the wall. He really made sure he got out of the way. The leaders will stay out yet again, going for the overcut strategy here. Lodato at a pit road behind Connor Holden. All of these battles right here you see on are indeed for position. 30 laps to go. First car on fresh tires right here. Michael Deitch. Matthew Leedy comes down pit road. He will relinquish that 4th place to Deitch inevitably when Deitch comes around here. Leedy, Ryan Hines. Oh wow, what a voice crack. Ryan Hines getting unlapped by Sidnor Poteet right there with Tyler Rush, 72. So it's just the top 3 now that have yet to pit. And they only have just about a lap right there. There's the 46. So it's just these 2. And then Ryan Hines, who has been unlapped by Deitch, or Sidnor have Deitch, Sidnor, Rush, and Poteet have unlapped themselves off of that machine. All the way up into 3rd. The leaders are continuing to race each other, continuing to stay up, but not only that, they're racing each other pretty hard. Off of turn 2 again, Pressey Muir still on the racetrack. Not sure how much longer they can go. 30 laps on this run. They did pit about 10 laps into the race, maybe 12 laps into the race. So that's going to give them a cushion when everyone else on the track is pitted. Oh, there's the race leader into the wall. And here comes Sidnor, who got around Michael Deitch. He will unlap himself. Deitch will follow suit here off of 2. Maybe into 1 and 2. Deitch will look to the bottom. Breeze by the race leaders. On board with Pressy and Muir. This strategy better work out. These guys both in desperate need of a good finish. They've not had great seasons so far. The 31 gets right up in line in front of the 94. Who will hold the race lead now by just 40 seconds. Down pit road, I'm not sure how long that takes, but I know one full pit stop probably takes 14, 13, 15, 16 seconds. Ooh, Terry almost gets put in the wall by the 94. Terry will jump to the inside. There is the championship leader. I think championship lock, Terry Brooks. Coming through. $25 laps to go this time by when will these drivers pit? Here they come. I was about to see if I could find someone to drag in from their chat that isn't racing. But it looks like they're working together and they will come in at the same time. 94 in, nice and smooth. See how much time they lose to the leaders. Ryan Hines still on the racetrack here. He's going for the major overcut. That was 32 laps that those guys ran. Hines is going to stay out an extra lap running. Oh, look. Okay, here we go. 45 seconds it looks like it's going to take about on pit road. So these guys will be 5-6 seconds off of the race leader by the time they get out. Here comes Sidnor, the eventual race leader, already across the line. And so these guys are absolutely toast right now. Out of pit road, they've already been passed by five or six trucks. Connor Holden goes around him. It looks like Lucas Lodato is going to get to him here along with Halm, Potter. The next car in the train, and it looks like so those guys are going to go. They're going to go 12th and 13th. See if they can make up that time. That's a lot of time to gain. Ryan Hines on pit road. For a quick stop, you see the race leaders there. 50 of Sidnor. Hines still on pit road. An agonizingly slow stop for Hines, but Garrett Sidnor clear track ahead of him. Again, looking for second in the championship as the points leader Terry Brooks rides in second. The 31 of Poteet, the man Sidnor trying to beat right now as Lodato is kind of falling off of this main pack. Definitely not out of it yet, but it's going to be a long shot for him to get back into this lead battle without a caution. Bearcat Motorsports driver. 2 wins on the season, second most of anybody. But it won't be enough to bring home the championship. Here with nearly 20 laps to go this time by. There'll be 22 laps to go for the 50 machine to hold off Terry Brooks. Hungry for win number 4 on the season, 1.2 seconds away from it. They come across the line this time by. It'll be our track cams, 22 laps to go. Track cams for gourmets. Go to trackcams22.com to purchase the best iRacing camera packs on the service. What we use every week is what I use every week. So go ahead and get you some. Sidnor really saving tires right now. Lost about 0.2 of a second to Terry on entry. Stretched it out a little bit, but not enough to even out. This lap, he's going to lose a little bit more time into 3 and 4. $21 to go. from Auto Club. The gap between the leaders, 9/10 of a second. Brooks in second. Poteet third. Poteet trying to close the gap. There's a little bit more of a gap from Brooks to Poteet than there is from Sidnor to Brooks. Tyler Rush up in fourth, having a good run. The 46 of Deitch having his best run, arguably, other than Talladega. But of course, super speedways, anything can happen. You kind of have to leave that one unchecked. It's kind of a luck game when you got lucky by missing that wreck and getting a caution. The field will come off a turn number 4. 20 laps to go. We'll go trackside for one last crank it up this season. The Highline Racing League Ultra Designs Truck Series. "17 laps to go from Auto Club, and the lead gap has shrunk to 4/10 of a second. Sidnor clutching that car in the 1 and 2 when we rode on board with him, but he's going up from the outside now, obviously not worried about saving fuel. Terry Brooks will stretch that gap down to 2/10 of a second. Through the center of the corner, it'll pull back out a little bit, but he goes down to the bottom, closes the gap in. 2/10 of a second into 1 and 2. 1.2 seconds back to Pressey, Muir, Poteet, and Rush having a great battle for third, which is kind of evened out a little bit as Pressey and the 70 of Muir will go at it. Poteet and Rush dropping back out of this group. Michael Deitch has fallen to 7th. Connor Holden in 8th. Deitch on the longest run on the track so far. Pressey and Muir, of course, the leaders that stayed out, and they're up into 3rd and 4th and closing on these race leaders. I don't think they're going to be able to hold them off. These two on the alternate strategy, they knew it would play off. They knew it would play well. And it looks like it's going to get them the race lead in the 2nd place, respectively. Here comes the 94 split in the middle. What a damn pass. Oh, trouble. Oh my God. What a damn save. The 50 almost turned Terry Brooks. Now they'll go 3 wide for the race lead in the 1 and 2. Sidnor has the barely has the edge in the 1 and 2. He'll try and get clear. Brooks will. Slides up. Sidnor trying to tub him on the outside. The 94 looks to the bottom. Here comes Matt Muir. He'll push the 50 instead of making it 4 wide. Ooh. Bad corner for the 23 of Brooks. Tried to slide up in front of these guys, and he'll pay the price. He'll go from first to fourth, and the 94 on fresher tires looks to the inside. He's got 8 laps of less tire wear than the 2 leaders they're racing here. That's Cressy and Muir, of course. The 23 will fall back. That goes 3 wide this time by again. Sidnor has the advantage. Now it's the 70 trying to run the bottom and make the pass. I think he'll be able to make it stick. Right up against the outside wall is Sidnor making a last-ditch effort to get around him. He'll go back to the bottom. Trying to hold off Matt Muir side by side. Matt Muir looking for his first ever win in the Highline Racing League Truck Series. The 50's going to throw a little bit of a slider in on him. Oh, it's going to get tight. The 50's going to wash up, I think. Here comes Pressy on the bottom. 3 wide again, but this time Matt Muir is clear. And the 70 of Muir will lead from Auto Club with 13 to go. The strategy play will work out, or will it? Here comes the 50, throws it in. Can he keep it down there? Oh, man, so close to sliding up. Now he's going to need to just stay behind the 70, work the draft, and try and stick with him. They're going to let him run away, and that'll give them the win. Pressy needs to get by these guys right now. Pressy is not making any effort to get around him now. He comes off of turn 4, obviously quicker. Here he comes with the draft. The 50 will give the run to the 23 down on the apron, trying to keep Pressy at bay. The gap between first and second already half a second. Pressy will go to the top to chase the 50 down. He'll cut to the middle. I think he'll get Brooks off of the corner here. Here comes the momentum, and he will beat off Brooks. Or beat Brooks off. Okay, that sounds bad both ways. Side drafting is the 23, trying to keep the 94 behind him. Sidnor working the bottom in. Now he'll jump back up to the top, side by side for third. The gap to the race leader continues to increase, 5.5 tenths of a second now, but Sidnor's kind of balanced it out. Matt Muir was not the quickest on pace whatsoever in practice and qualifying, but he played the strategy cards to perfection. And now, unless they get a yellow, I think he's got this top 4 on lock. Back to the bottom in 1 and 2. Sidnor starts to reel him back in. Dylan Poteet, Tyler Rush, Michael Deitch going at it for 5th, but this battle more relevant than that. Sidnor closes the gap. Again, he'll go back up to the outside, running that right front down to the cords here. But he will make up time on the leader that time. What a terrible corner. The pace just fell off a cliff, and he loses a bunch of time, but he'll get the run off. And oh my god, wow, he literally made all the time back up. Okay, I take it back. He makes up more than what he lost. I thought he was down to 8 tenths of a second gap there. He'll run the middle this time through 1 and 2. You can hear him playing with the gas, waiting for the traction, waiting for that rear end to get into the hook up with that seam. And he starts to reel Muir back in. This race is not over by any means, but I think Pressy knows that. That's why he's not trying to race. He's just helping the 50. Running back down through 3 and 4, back up to the outside. Look at the 70. Throw it in. Oh my god, here comes Pressy. Throws it in harder. What the hell? Pressy will get into the fence. That might end his race. Because here comes Terry. Those guys will be a second off of the race leader, but Matt Muir runs the slider line. It does not pay off. Sidnor back to the race lead into 1 and 2. Sidnor throws it into the corner, right up to that outside seam. This race does not disappoint the second season in a row. And we're going to have a good finish on our hands here. Muir will fall back to second. Side draft off the 50 of Sidnor. Into 3 and 4. Lap traffic looms ahead, but it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Looks like Justin Gibbs has jumped out of the race 17 laps down. You see on the top of your screen. Pressy and Brooks will work together now. Pressy will fall to 4th. Tyler Rush to 5th. Poteet, Deitch, Holden, and Lodato. With Jacob Holm, the end of this top 10 train. Through 1 and 2, the 50 to the top to block off that 70s line. Muir still has more tires than him. I think he just has to put them to use. I just don't see it. He was running the bottom most of that run. I just don't think he ran him hard enough to have burned him this bad. Into 3 and 4, he'll go back downstairs, working that bottom. I think most cars will that bottom line is a lot more friendly on the tires and pace wise. It's easier to run it. He'll get to the inside of the 50. Nowhere to be found is the 50. There he is, creeping back onto the screen. 6 to go. Harry Brooks and Pressey have dropped to 1.7 seconds off of the race leader. I think it's game over for both of them. The 70 onto the bottom in 1 and 2. It's not as quick as the 50 is on the outside there. But in 3 and 4, he makes it all back up and then some. I think he might be able to get him here. But the momentum he had last time through the corner, he should be able to make the pass. The 50 of Sidner, trying to make it another single win season to cap off. Again, another extremely consistent year. Not have the good start to the season he wanted at Daytona and Vegas, but he's reeled it back in, looking for second in the standings, and he's got it as they run right now. Of course, he's leading the race, and Matt Muir is starting to fall off of him. I think right now, if you're Matt Muir, drop the brake bias as low as you can, get up and just start ripping that top. That thing is I mean, it's clearly getting tight. Just needs to get up on the wall, put her on the boards. As you see, oh, look at Lodato. He took putting it on the boards too, literally. He's going to lose a spot to Jacob Holm. 70 will jump back downstairs through 3 and 4, reels him in under a 10th. 4 to go this time by Matt Muir. Will tuck back in the line. Get the draft off of Sidnor. Losing all his time in 1 and 2. He'll stick to the outside. This is what he needs to do. This is what he needs to do right here. Get on that seam. Get the car freed up. And he's going to stay with him through 1 and 2. That's his weak spot right there. The center on 1 and 2 just cannot keep with the 50. But he finally went up to the top. He had trust in it. And he'll close the gap to a 1-9 into 3 and 4. Now he jumps to the outside for 3 and 4. He'll run down to the bottom, trying to arc it. That will burn your right front up, but will get you the corner exit. Here he comes on the inside. Back up in the line. He's arcing a little too late because you can see how he's sticking in the bottom. I mean, it's clearly working, but he's staying on the inside off of the corner, which is not where you want to be. In 1 and 2, he'll try. Looks like he'll try and run that same line in 1 and 2. I just don't see it working. See how much he has to get off of the gas. He won't exit the corner where he wants to be. Won't make up any time. There's the 12 of Bussard. He will yield to these guys. That's 14th place Bussard getting put a lap down. Ryan Potter, the next car in jeopardy, who was up front earlier, not having a good finish to this race. Here's Sidnor on the outside trying to defend. Muir down on the bottom. He sees pinching off all his speed. Doesn't get to the draft. And that line that he's running in 3 and 4, I just feel like that's what's hurting him. But he's right on the tail end of Sidnor now. 2 to go. Right to that second seam. That's where he's quickest, out of the dirty air. Right on that bottom, right underneath the 50s. Whatever you want to call it, dirty air wake, the line that the 50's running. Now the 70 will jump down to the bottom a little bit earlier. That's the line he needs to run. He'll get even with him off of the corner. He'll tuck back up into the draft. White flag in the air this time. 1 to go from Auto Club, and it's not going to disappoint. Sidnor was in the battle for the win last year. It was because he had fuel and tires, and it was against 2 drivers that didn't have fuel or tires, and they were in a draft pack swapping spots. This time it's 2 drivers, one on fresher tires than the other, but Sidnor's got a lot more pace, and I think he'll be able to hold him off as he stretches the gap through 1 and 2 to 3/10. Matt Muir needs an absolute Hail Mary of a send in the 3 and 4 to take it. The 50 will run the outside. Here comes Muir. Full send into 3 and 4, but it won't be enough. Garrett Sidnor will walk it off in his final race of the year, possibly final race in this series. The 50 will come across the line. He will win the season finale at Auto Club. And he'll close out the year second in points. 1 spot short of this man here, Terry Brooks, your 23 Season 2 Highline Truck Series champion. 3 wins, almost 40 points will separate Sidnor and Brooks after this race. A dominating performance from Terry Brooks this year. Gets it done at Homestead. Or, this is not Homestead, sorry. Gets it done here at Auto Club. I'm just turning my screen black so I can make sure my Hopper GX does not come up right there. So that will wrap things up on the season. And the 50 will do his burnout, and the 23 will stay out with them as well, I believe. Terry gives the 50 of Sidnor his moment of glory. He'll burn it down on the AAA side. Great win for Garrett Sidnor. Again, single win season, but he's shows that pace that he's always had right there. Just so consistent. Finally puts it together in the last race of the year where he was strongest last season. He won his lone win last year at Canada was because of a fuel mileage race, and now the 23 will do his burnouts. He won that race at Canada because of fuel mileage. This one, he almost won off a pace. He would have won it if everyone came down pit road during the green flag cycle. And he gets it done today because there was no fuel saving. There was no driver staying out. The 23 of Terry Brooks will tear it down in the infield grass. Looks like they'll give us a little smoke show together. Maybe. So they'll line up together. Looks like a little photo shoot going on here, maybe. Bumper to bumper, pretty cinematic shot here from one of the best looking tracks in all of NASCAR, but of course retired after the end of this year. Pretty disappointing stuff, but nevertheless, Garrett Sidnor gets it done, and Terry Brooks will win the championship. So we'll talk to the season champion. So I've got to pull in Bossy here and Terry Brooks as well. Terry Brooks, season 2 champion. How's it feel?
It's absolutely amazing. We had a really good season. Was very consistent. Got a couple wins. Worked out really good for us. And it's just such a good group of guys to run with. I mean, we have our bad weeks, but for the most part, we have really good weeks with a lot of really good racing. So it feels amazing.
Yeah, well, congratulations. Adam, you got something to say?
Yeah, Terry, just congrats from everybody on the admin team here at HLRL. The Truck Series is only the second season, and you put on a hell of a show this season, going 3 wins, as consistent as they come, and another top 3 here tonight. So well deserved. And, we're super excited for you, and can't wait to see what you do next year trying to defend your title.
Well, I appreciate that, and I appreciate the whole admin team for doing all the hard work they do, the broadcasting for doing what they do. Keep it coming every week. I'd like to thank Culture Designs for the Truck Series sponsoring us. It was a great year. Look forward to it next year. I think we can get everything signed back up, have same series sponsor next year, and hopefully get another truck sponsorship.
All right. Well, Terry, congratulations again. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right. That will do it for the championship win. Terry Brooks, 3 wins on the year, and he brings home another podium at the end. Now we'll talk to Garrett Sidnor. Garrett, last year this was arguably your strongest race, but those pesky fuel mileage drivers stayed out and beat you. But you get it done this year. How's it feel?
Oh, it's pretty good. I mean, I came out of Martinsville saying the one thing I wanted to do coming here was win, and we went out and did that. So, can't be thankful enough for being able to win this one, especially with this paint scheme. It's been a great week for this this business on my cars in sim racing, and it's just awesome to get one on an oval. We didn't do that last year, even though we won the title. I think that was the thing that slipped away from us last year, and like you said, got it this year. So
All right. Well, I don't really have anything else to say because normally I would ask what's next week, but the end of the year you will, I think, we'll bring it home in second in the championship. Obviously, no one could catch Terry at this last race there, but you ended up ahead of those two guys you were racing for second. So, I mean, obviously you'd like to win, but first and second is a pretty good resume.
yeah, it obviously is, and congrats to Terry. He really just put together a full season. I mean, you got to do that to win these things, and I was fortunate enough last season to kind of be brought into the fray after our plate race of the season. But we had two plate races this year, and he was there at the finish for both of them, and I wasn't. So that's the difference. And but every other race, he's still out front leading laps, and just glad we got to get one before the season was up, and kind of uncertain what the future holds for me. So could be my last race on this uh, series, this group of guys racing for a while, and but I appreciate what this league's done for me and able to win a title in the truck series and getting another win here tonight. So, yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations again. Anything else like to say before I let you go?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank John Peterson and those guys for bringing me beautiful paint schemes to the track every week, and Forrest Glory Art and Photography, and those guys on my hood of my race car for this final event. So, yeah, but that's it.
All right. Well, congratulations again. Thank you for your time, and whenever you're back
Yeah,
racing.
see you around.
All right. Garrett Sidnor. So that will do it for the race winner. We'll talk to Matt Muir, but first I want to just open the point standings on my. That's why I opened it. So it looks like. Oh, okay. I think. Oh, it's not updated yet. Okay, so we'll talk to Matt Muir. I believe first podium on the year for Muir. No top fives for him. So Matt Muir, best finish on the year for sure. Gotta feel good. Matt Muir, first podium in the year, first time you get to talk to me. How's it feel?
Sorry, mic was muted. It feels great. This season has been this season started out really great at Daytona and just kind of went downhill from there. So I'm I'm disappointed to not get the win, but I'm honestly more relieved just to have a really good finish after that because that was I didn't know if that strategy was gonna work. So everything, no complaints.
Yeah. Well, I guess you kind of said it there. You stayed out with Nicholas' strategy, which last season too, just a little bit to a higher extent. Was there any like distrust in that while you were trying to come through the field? I think you had maybe 25 laps to pass a bunch of trucks and make up a lot of time.
I mean, there wasn't any distrust. I'm honestly shocked more people didn't try to run that strategy because a bunch of us came down under that first caution, and then I'm coming off a pit road, and it's like me and him, and everyone else is way down the road. So like we were the only ones that took tires. I'm surprised no one else tried it. But no distrust. It actually got to a point in that long green flag run before we made our last pit stops where like I couldn't pass him, so I just kind of settled in and drafted him so he wouldn't lose any more time, and it worked out. And we were able to pass most of the field back up to the front and almost got the win out of it.
Yeah. Well, working together and gives you your best finish of the years.
Just great win to Garrett. Like that battle at the end was tires versus racecraft, and racecraft won out. So good win to him. And thanks to other Sky Motorsports and Hula Monkey guys for cyberbullying me into getting back on iRacing. It's been a lot of fun. I know. Usually race with Matt Rod. He's not here this weekend. He's usually the one who pulls the really weird strategies. So I guess that was my job this week.
Yeah. Well, congratulations again.
All right, thanks.
So Matt Muir, first podium on the year. I believe his first top five. So a great result. Bringing home the second place finish. I don't know if I said third, but he did finish second. Terry was third, so I don't have anything to him, and I'm sorry. I apologize.
Let's say that tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I Gavin was playing volume. So we'll see. I don't have YouTube open, so I'm gonna hope that no one is asked to ask any questions. good. I wasn't. They didn't tell me to ask any questions. Josh, yeah. Okay. I wasn't trying to say that. Josh. Well, okay. That wraps it up. I gotta stop the topic here. There's well, fine. We'll get the results here. For the last race of the year, Garrett Sidnor will cop the Dubbington over Matt Muir and Terry Brooks, your top three. Terry Brooks will bring home the championship first to Sidnor, and then Poteet, who finishes sixth in the race, will finish third in the championship. Nicholas Pressey fourth, Tyler Rush fifth, Poteet sixth, Michael Deitch seventh, Connor Holden in eighth, Lucas Lodato ends up ninth, and Jacob Holm 10 seconds off of the race leader in Ryan Hines ends up 11th, Dylan Bodie in 12th. Last car on the lead lap, Ryan Potter 1 lap down in 13th, Cody Bussard in 14th, Ty Smith comes home 15th, 1 lap down, Matthew Leedy in 16th, 4 laps down, Justin Gibbs finishes 17 laps down, Alan Cunman and Adam Bossy, race admins and Choose Cone. We appreciate everything they've done, everything else that you guys do for me, and to have the opportunity to be in the booth for the Premier Series and the Truck Series. So thanks to those guys, and thanks to all the viewers for watching. These streams are normally super successful, so it's good to see a lot of people that want to come out. It's great racing. We hope to be able to get back on board for next season. So that wraps things up. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a very good night.